Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, as I believe I put in the title, I am doing a small unboxing and then I'm doing a bookshelf tour. And the reason why I wanted to wait to do my bookshelf tour is because this box has something I've been really wanting to put on my bookshelf, and it's finally here and I'm super excited. You will see the return address is Maggie Stiefvater, and that is because I was part of the Kickstarter that Maggie Stiefvater started to do her art box that houses the Raven Cycle series. So the About Me on the Kickstarter page says, now that my filler book series, The Raven Cycle, is complete, I wanted to give back to the readers who've been asking me for a pretty way to display them. There may yet be a Scholastic paperback box set at some point. I'm out of the loop there. But I want to offer something for the folks who have already supported the entire series in hardcover. Something that wouldn't make them have to repurchase the entire series again just for a pretty box. So I was so excited to find that out because although you can't see it in my shot, my top shelf is a Maggie Stiefvater section. I knew I was going to support this Kickstarter and I was one of the patrons and I got a box. She explains more inside of her Kickstarter that it is a box within a box. It doesn't come with the books. And as of I believe yesterday when I saw on her Facebook page, there was still actually some left. So if you didn't know about this and you still want one, you might have a chance to still get one. It's not guaranteed, but that's what I saw on her Facebook page last, is that she had extra. I'm gonna open it up, I'm gonna get it set up, and then I'm gonna add it to my bookshelf and then do my bookshelf tour. I'm actually opening it from the bottom because I want to preserve the fact that even though it's her P.O. box that Maggie Stiefvater sent me something, I'm gonna open it with a nail because that's just who I am. Ooh, that actually worked out really nice. My Owl Crate just said it shipped, so I should be doing an Owl Crate unboxing actually pretty soon too. I might post that on a Thursday just because it's not part of my regular channel's videos. Oh my gosh. I don't even have to set it up. It's already put together and somehow undamaged. Ooh, it's gracefully slipping out. Yes. Maggie, my goddess. We have, and I'll make sure it focuses, this side, the back. I hope this is focusing. If not, I'll make sure I add a different small video of it later. And this side. It is so freaking pretty. I've been watching her post pictures of her making this, so it finally being here. Oh, okay. All right, professional. I got this. I have to figure out how I'm going to display it because I really want to show off the artwork. So my regular setup might not work anymore. And yeah, this is the box. The top and bottom are both black, but it's really well made, like a durable quality. I'm so excited. Okay. Guys, it fits like a glove. So yes, they do all fit. I mean, I wasn't expecting them not to fit, but it would have been really embarrassing. So they fit like this. Now you get all of this beautiful artwork and then these beautiful hardcover books. So I'm gonna put this onto my bookshelf and then I'll do my bookshelf tour. So starting from the top, I have my 3 first Owl Crate boxes. Obviously this pattern can't continue much longer because they're almost reaching the ceiling. I have my last unicorn that my friend made me. She crocheted it. And then I have my comic books and then graphic novels, like my graphic novel Batman set, and then the Avatar: The Last Airbender. I've actually not gotten to read yet Smoke and Shadow, but I have it there and I'm ready for it. So I will go ahead and take all of these out, but just so you know, all the way up to Inej is Maggie Stiefvater. I have the Scorpio Races, Shiver, Linger, and Forever. This series is displayed in the Scholastic hardcover book box. Next, I have the Raven Cycle series, which I just put into this box, but I will take them out for you. I have the Raven Boys, the Dream Thieves, Blue Lily, Lily Blue, and the Raven King. And I have yet to decide if I'm going to display it with the art showing or the book showing, because now it's all beautiful and I'm confused. And then I have all the Crooked Saints. Inej being my favorite character from the Six of Crows duology, I was totally thrilled, and this art print is beautiful. After that I have Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi Adeyemi, the paperback cover of Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo, which does not match my Crooked Kingdom by Leigh Bardugo. On my second shelf I have mostly Tamara Pierce books with 2 Levenseller watercolor books. So my Tamara Pierce collection goes all the way to here. So just know all of these are Tamara Pierce. The Lioness Quartet, which includes Alana, the First Adventure, In the Hands of the Goddess, The Woman Who Rides Like a Man, and Lioness Rampant. Next, while I plan on switching out these covers eventually, currently these are my copies of the Immortal series, which is Wild Magic, Wolf Speaker, Emperor Mage, and The Realms of the Gods. The Protector of the Small Quartet, which includes First Test, Page, Squire, and Lady Knight. Then I have the Trickster duology, which is Trickster's Choice and Trickster's Queen. And then, despite loving this series, I only have the first two of the Becca Cooper books, which is Terrier and Bloodhound. And then finishing up my Tamara Pierce books, I have Tempest and Slaughter, which is her newest edition. The last two books on this shelf are by Trisha Levenseller, and they are Daughter of the Pirate King and Daughter of the Siren Queen. And then my only real small decoration on this shelf is a small crochet cactus that I put honestly next to it because Tempest and Slaughter has kind of a deserty feel to it. Moving on to my third shelf. This is one of my favorite shelves aesthetically. I really like how it worked out, and I plan on kind of changing up the books on this side, but keeping the decorations and this side exactly the same. On this shelf, I have The New Tolkien Companion by J.E.A. Tyler, and then for Tolkien books, I have The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien, The Fellowship of the Ring, The Two Towers, and The Return of the King. Fun fact, my cat, Belle, she's actually named for the word friend in Elvish, which is Belloc, but no one knew who we were talking about, so we just call her Belle. And then finishing up my Lord of the Rings fandom, I have The Magical World of the Lord of the Rings, The Amazing Myths, Legends, and Facts Behind the Masterpiece by David Colbert. And under this dragon, which is a McFarlane dragon, if anyone's wondering, I have Dealing with Dragons by Patricia Reed, Searching for Dragons by Patricia Reed, Calling for Dragons by Patricia Reed, and Talking to Dragons by Patricia Reed. Normally in front of my books is a Loch Ness Monster that my friend got me in Scotland. And behind my dragon is a map from Children of Blood and Bone. I believe that this was the Barnes & Noble edition that it came with. I'll just post a screenshot picture of it here. Next, I have Peter Pan by J.M. Barrie. This is the illustrated edition, and it actually is really beautiful. I actually have two of these, and I plan on putting them in a giveaway soon. Then I have Summer at Castle Auburn by Sharon Shin, The Last Unicorn by Peter S. Beagle, Green Jasper and Blaze of Silver by K.M. Grant. There's also Blood Red Horse, which is the first in the series, but I'm lending it out to a friend. Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas, Sky in the Deep by Adrienne Young. This is the Al Crate edition. And Heart of Iron by Ashley Poston, which is also the Al Crate edition. And I have at the end of my STEM picture books and sci-fi review, a review of this book. This is actually the beginning of my sci-fi section, and I have a much depleted sci-fi section. I unhauled a lot of my sci-fi books just because they were really old and some of the pages were falling off, so I just donated them, and I plan on getting better copies of them, but I've condensed my sci-fi section quite a bit. So, starting from the left, I have the Illuminae Files by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff, which includes the Illuminae Files, Gemina, and Obsidio. Ahsoka by E.K. Johnston, which of course matches my Black Series Ahsoka. She's one of my favorite characters in Star Wars, along with A Long Time Ago in a Galaxy Far, Far Away, which is an Al Crate bookmark. And then on this side of Ahsoka, I have my mixture of manga and graphic novels going into Japanese folklore and literature section, and then it starts going into contemporary. I have The Vampire Academy by Rochelle Mead in graphic novel form. I only have the first one because I wanted to check it out before I got the others. But yeah, I really enjoy it, and there's a couple scenes that I can't wait to see. Then I have the Buddha graphic novel, which is actually volume 3, which is Devada. Then by Shigeru Mizuki, I have The Birth of Kitaro, and then The Great Tanuki Wars. Following that, I have A Face of Another by Kobo Abe, Night on the Galactic Railroad by Kenji Miyazawa, and Silence by Shusaku Endo. Then by Jean Birdsall, I have A Summer Tale of Four Sisters, Two Rabbits, and a Very Interesting Boy, The Penderwicks on Gardam Street, The Penderwicks at Point Muette, The Penderwicks in Spring. Then I have the final hardcover of The Penderwicks at Last, which is the last in the series. I have no idea why this isn't with my graphic novels, but I have Smile by Raina Telgemeier, then Pax by Sarah Pennypacker, and the end of this shelf is Lullaby by Chuck Palahniuk. From that shelf, I have my bottom shelf, which I I also like quite a bit, considering it's my TBR shelf. And bear with me, I am sitting on the ground. So first I have The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas, Little in Lion by Brandy Colbert, Turtles All the Way Down by John Green, Ember in the Ashes by Saba Tahir, Nevermore, The Trials of Morrigan Crow by Jessica Townsend, Shadow and Bone by Lee Bardugo, Catching Stars by Kayla Keenan. This was also in my L crate, though I don't think it is a special edition. A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab, The Hazelwood by Melissa Albert, Ink by Alice Broadway, The Price Guide to the Occult by Leslie Walton. Above the Immortal Instrument series, I have my L crate spoiler cards for my last 3 boxes, Fight Like a Girl, Shadows and Secrets, and Across the Galaxy. Then I have the Immortal Instrument series in the UK paperbacks. I bought these in order to help motivate me to read them. I have City of Bones, City of Ashes, City of Glass, City of Fallen Angels, City of Lost Souls, and City of Heavenly Fire, all by Cassandra Clare. And the last book on this bookshelf is Invisible Monsters by Chuck Palahniuk. You can also have the cover displayed this way if you want to see a horrifying looking clown. Now, going into my kitchen area, I have a whole other bookshelf that has quite a few books on it. It's not nearly as organized as the other one. And this bookshelf actually stays in my kitchen. As you can see, there's my kitchen. It's dirty, so don't actually see. I won't be taking all of my books off the shelf because most of them are astrology or my nonfiction books or my Wicca books, and honestly, it would just take forever. Maybe one day I'll do a shelf tour of this book, but I just don't think it's ready yet. The only bookshelf that I think I will highlight here is my Arthurian Legends section, which includes Child of the Northern Star by Parisia Woolley, The Romance of Arthur, an anthology of medieval text in translation, and this is edited by James J. Wilhelm. My copies of The Crystal Cave, The Hollow Hills, and The Last Enchantment by Mary Stewart. Well, these editions look really beat up. They were given to me by my great-grandmother, and we both had a love for Arthurian legends, so I won't be getting rid of these anytime soon. I then have my Queen of Camelot by Nancy Mackenzie, and The Forest House and The Mists of Avalon by Marion Zimmer Bradley. On this shelf, I have a little plastic knight I just found laying around at my work and bought it because I thought it fit perfectly on this shelf. And my little Merlin crystal ball, who is reading a book and is on top of books, and I'm in love with it. It also has sparkles. But I will also highlight these. I have the entire Sweep series by Kate Tiernan. These are pretty quick reads, but I really love these books, and I read them together with my mom, and so they hold pretty special meaning to me. But in this series, I have Book of Shadows, The Coven, Blood Witch, Dark Magic, Awakening, Spellbound, The Calling. Then I have Changeling, Strife, Seeker, Origins, Eclipse, Reckoning, and Full Circle. Also by Kate Tiernan, I have the Balefire series, which is A Chalice of Wind, A Circle of Ashes, A Feather of Stone, and A Necklace of Water. And after you're done with Sweep, there is a Sweep story that takes place after the original series, and it is called Night's Child. Then I have Wise Child by Monica Furlong. This is actually the oldest book I own as far as how long I've owned it. I've owned it since I was about 3 years old. This is a pretty important book to me. It was a book read to me a lot as a child, and I highly recommend it. It is a beautiful story. I also have Coleman by Monica Furlong, which is the sequel to Wise Child. Adorning my shelves, I also have A Small Fairy reading, a dragon I saved up for and bought when I was 7, who's missing one of his wings. His name's Moon. An origami dragon that one of my summer camp kids made me. My Arthurian Legend Tarot, which my friend bought me. I got Arthur, so that's fitting. And yeah, that's about it for this bookshelf. I don't really keep tabs on this one just because these are like things that I plan on holding on to or have personal meaning to me. So you might be wondering where my Harry Potter collection is, since, I mean, I've read Harry Potter and I love Harry Potter, so where's my Harry Potter? And it actually gets a section all of its own in my living room. I have it displayed with a quaffle. The quaffle I got from Wizarding World Osaka, and it's super well made, and I think it's like one of the coolest things I own. I have 4 different wands, including Sirius Black's, Dumbledore's, Hermione and Harry's, a chocolate frog, bonbons, exploding Whizbees, Birdie Bots every flavored bean, pumpkin juice, Droobles, and a chocolate wand. In this box, I actually have my DVD collection. It's one of my favorite things that I own. While the quaffle is one of the coolest, this is pretty nifty. So it has secret compartments that pop out with small scrolls. The third movie, the first movie, fourth movie, and so on all the way through. I want it displayed like this, but it's a little easier to display inside of the shelf. And finally, I have my Harry Potter collection, which is the actual books. My grandma got me this edition when she was in London, and I love how it displays. The box going all the way around has pictures of the Forbidden Forest and Hogwarts, and then if you open it up, it has the UK paperback editions inside. Currently, I have them in the wrong order, but that's because I was reading them. So yeah, that's my bookshelf tour. The only reason why I'm really posting one now, I know I only have 2 bookshelves, but I kind of wanted to record my progress. I plan on collecting a lot more books, and this is kind of more for me to look back at later. And I'd like to see how my bookshelves and my book collection grow. So I think that's all for today, and hope you enjoy the sun or more stars wherever you are. I'll see you next time. Bye! I just had to do that all over because I forgot to scratch out my entire address. Focus! Where are you? So that is all for today, and I hope you're either enjoying the sun or several more stars wherever you are. I hate that. So I hope you enjoy the sun or the star. So I hope you enjoy the sun or can't be a catchphrase if you can't say it. It's the sun's a star. I can't just say the sun or the stars because the sun is a star. We'll see. I might change it.